Are you almost ready over there?
Absolutely ready.
You are. Is this going to be a lot of setup and prep, or should we do that
No,
during
you
the
can
break?
just, like we're all set up for.
All right. Okay. How about if
And-
Manaski were to play Andrew?
Well, that's fine. One-on-one, head-to-head competition.
Or you could have Davey come in.
Yeah, three-way competition.
Davey, why don't you
fine.
come in here and see what you can do?
Rick Lewis is in here this morning. By the way, I wanted to get a little update. Have you been following any of the Woodstock story? I know you've been working on a Woodstock documentary, but Michael Lang is in town. He's been in town for the last 2 days. He's in Vernon right now.
Yeah, well, it's really, I guess it makes it an exciting documentary finish, but it also keeps me from being finished because
It does, right.
I can't write what's there because it could be different tomorrow.
You don't know how this is going to end.
I talked to Senator Griffo a while back, and he was talking about the possibility and some of the things he said, depending upon what happens.
I'm going to tell you something. You're hearing it here first. I believe Woodstock 50 is going to go forward in this area. I don't know where. Might be in my backyard.
In Oneida County?
I believe,
like upstate
I'll
New
go
York.
even further. I will tell you, I believe it's going to happen in Oneida County.
Wow.
I believe there might be another location out there, but I believe it's going to happen in Oneida County. Not necessarily at Vernon Downs, although I hope it does there. I think that'd be a nice location.
Is Rob Esch considering the Adirondack Bank Center?
Well, that'd be a great spot, right?
Wow.
That'd be something.
Boy, you'd have to charge a lot for tickets. So.
Yeah, there's a big difference between 5,000 people and 65,000 people.
About 60,000 people, I think is what it is. Yeah.
High rollers.
Although they're proposing right now to Vernon that there will be much fewer. There'll be much fewer seats available.
Yeah.
So all I can tell you is I believe this thing's going to happen. And because it's one of those things where it has to happen if you're Michael Lang, because he's got all of this money invested. The show must go on. Otherwise, he can't pay back the investors. This could be a real disaster. It's got to happen. The show has to happen. And the acts are big. I think it's going to happen.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Rick Lewis, hold tight. Don't finish that documentary quite yet.
Oh, I can't. You don't have to tell me.
Are you editing as you go?
I've got a couple places that I have to. And this, in particular, this will affect a couple of other things that I put in there.
All right.
So,
All right.
Don't
give up any information.
No.
All right. Rick is with the Rome Capital.
The Capital Arts Complex, as they call that. Yeah.
Which is what I was about to
Yeah,
say
I
when
took the
you
words right.
rudely interrupted me.
Jeez, Rick.
Boy.
I'm one of those people that looks and kind of when someone gives an answer, I repeat their answer before, and I kind of look at the way their mouth moves, and I'm like, Rome Capital Arts Complex. Right.
Yeah, it's just what I was going to say.
Yeah. All right. What have you brought in here?
So, I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things happening, but we have so many things happening this weekend. The best way I could do is by showing one of the things. There we go. We have a trivia. We have a little game called the Lightning Round Trivia. It's part of a show that we're doing on Tuesday.
And you have the buzzer thing here.
Yeah, buzzers. Yeah, everybody has a buzzer and for some reason everybody has to press the buzzer. It's like.
All right. Can I ask you if they both have to press? So they're both going to try to press at the same time.
It'll lock one out.
It locks one out.
It locks,
all right.
it
So
locks
just like on Jeopardy.
Exactly. But we aren't playing Jeopardy.
You know who's the best is that guy that was winning all that money.
James Holzhauer.
James Holzhauer. Yeah. He was so good.
I'm at James Holzhauer you right now.
And when we had to take this through some pilots, and we did one at the Jervis Library.
Okay.
And the biggest comment that they would make was, "This isn't at all like Jeopardy." No, it's not. Just because you have a buzzer, it doesn't.
Well, I'd like to be able to hear the buzzer louder, so put your mic down a little bit so you can talk a little lower or something. Let's try it now. Try it. See what it sounds like. Okay, much better. Okay. All right. How does Andrew give an answer now, though?
Oh, yeah.
I'll double.
Okay, all right.
do double.
Just don't touch the mic.
Best microphone in the world.
That's I'm hoping they can leave that mic unfixed for another year, so we can celebrate 2 years of malfunction.
It's been fixed twice already.
It
I'm
has,
told.
yeah. Just don't touch it. A real buzzing sound will come out of it.
That's the buzzer. If the buzzer fails, we'll
That's
use
the
the
buzzer.
microphone.
Andrew's buzzer. He's going to buzz in by touching the microphone. All right, that's perfect.
When we were testing it, right, we had you have the three people in the row. We have panels they stand behind and everything. And the woman at the far end goes, "Hey, this isn't fair." And I said, "Why not?" He goes, "She says, well, my wire has to go all the way across, so it takes longer."
Oh boy.
The wires are all the same length. It's just yours just goes it's stretched out longer.
Even if it was
I know,
right.
I know that was a crazy thing.
Let me make a prediction. She wasn't going to win.
Well,
She wasn't going to hit the button.
No chance.
no, that was a bad answer.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is one of the things we're doing. We're calling upstairs at the Capitol. That's
Okay.
on
All right.
Tuesday of next week.
I like
But-
this idea.
but-
It brings a little game show energy to.
Yeah,
The
but it's only
facility.
part of the night because we have
Okay.
the Uptown Improv's going to be doing a set. We're doing like a
Cool.
TV variety show.
All right,
we
that's
have one
neat.
act after another coming out, and this is one of the pieces in that evening. But we have a whole lot of things going on this
All
weekend.
right.
So let's try a question.
You make it sound like such a big deal. Try orchestrating a national anthem and a flyover. It happened precisely at the same time. That'll get you going.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. You're handling this. I don't know what
Okay.
you're doing.
Now, the one thing about this, where I'm holding my finger up like this, because until I get my finger down, the question is not complete.
Okay, so
You can
don't
buzz in
buzz
at
in.
any time. You can buzz in early if you think you know the answer. But the
You're gonna
question
stop
may be like in Jeopardy.
You might not
sometimes
finish the question.
They get, that was a nice answer, but that's not quite
Okay,
the question.
all right,
it was.
okay.
Okay, so I just I had one here seated, but the intern isn't here, so I wrote this one
Okay,
up quick.
all right.
Okay.
Here's
Now,
question number one.
Question number one. As a New York Yankee, Mickey Mantle is most famous for wearing number 7. However, in his rookie year, he wore a different number. What number do you get when you add that to his number 7?
16?
Close.
Oh, Andrew's buzzed in.
Oh, no, Smitty did.
Go ahead. 14. Well, that's even closer.
Oh, yeah.
What? Smitty.
15.
Wow. 13 and number 6.
13.
And
Smitty, how could
7.
it be 14? If he was number 7 and he wore a different number,
7 and 7's 14.
well, then that's the same number. It's not a different
He
number.
was going with the trick question element.
Wow, that would be a real trick.
Very nice. Yes, that would be. Okay. All right. Question number
Okay.
two.
Question.
Number
Now, this
two.
is an easy one.
All right.
Okay, because, Woodstock, 99. It's a 20th anniversary. Saturday is the 50th anniversary of what out-of-this-world event?
We just had a news story about it. The first man walked on the moon. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, that was
Yeah.
an easy.
It
And,
was.
and, and
It's
the
all
thing,
in the news.
And now, since I said, well, this is also to promote our wonderful events that we have this weekend. On Saturday, we have what's called the drive-in double feature. And there's 2 movies that are playing, like the kinds you'd see in the drive-in. They have drive-in features and trailers and
okay.
all that playing. And one of them is, instead of us landing on the moon, they're coming to Earth. It's Earth versus the Flying Saucers.
Okay, so some of these B movies.
Yeah, and then the other one is The Incredible Shrinking Man.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that one? It's kind of terrible.
I-
It's not fun for little kids.
I might have seen that at the Schuyler Twin Drive-In Theater, the Marcy Twin Theater,
Yeah.
one or the other.
Yeah.
Remember, there used to be a theater right down the street.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I remember
You're
that
big
one.
into these, as Bill calls them, B movies, huh?
Well, yeah, it's because I was,
He's
don't
made
know
a
why.
few.
That's boy, mine. If I ever reach the level of B, I will be a miracle.
All right. Well,
okay, I got one more
he's
question.
at least made a couple of C movies.
C movies, D's.
Question?
Speaking, third and final question of the
Question
day.
3. Okay.
Speaking of Woodstock 99, name the cinema in Rome that's screening a documentary on this Sunday.
Rome Capitol Arts Complex.
No.
I'm doing your job here, Rick. The Rome Capitol Theater.
No.
The Capitol Theater at the Rome Arts Complex. in
Davey,
Rome.
you're from Rome. You should have this.
It's the Capitol Theater.
No, you see, that's so
No.
wrong.
No,
Everybody,
what is wrong with
it's
you
the
people?
cinema capital. It's at the cinema
Cinema
capital.
capital.
The cinema next door to
You have too many names, man.
I know.
Well, wait a second. It's a movie.
Listen, here's the thing.
I can
Rick comes
barely
in.
remember one name. I got to remember 3 now.
Rick comes in. He talks about the Rome Capitol, right?
Right.
The cinema capital There's another something, and then you talk about this
No.
complex. They're all in the same. They all have the same address, don't they? They're right.
No,
in
it's
the same spot.
it's 220 to 240 West Dominic Street. They're two separate buildings separated by a walkway.
Are they two separate businesses?
Yeah,
Are you
no. So
affiliated?
one company owns
Okay.
all of it,
All
and there's
right.
a complex in the back. There's a building in the back that'll be now that they've torn down the garage.
All right.
It's a huge. When I look at that, I go, "Oh my gosh, party!" You can have this thing set up. It's a large walkway with be a great for any
right.
kind of event.
I like
but
it.
yeah, the cinema it's a totally different building. In fact, the cinema's painted bright purple, and I'm always confused that people are going, "Where's the movie theater?" You mean where you see the movie posters in the window,
Right, right,
next
right.
to the Capitol?
I'm just going to start calling it the cinema, and then I'll be accurate.
Yeah, see,
Complex.
Okay, Rick, this was a clever way of getting your information out there. I
yeah,
liked it.
and on Sunday, the thing that's interesting is, as I mentioned, there's a walkway, there's a covered area. So if we're going to be outside with a pre-movie party with John Liebing playing in the
I
afternoon.
love John.
Yeah, well, that'll be going on from 6 until 7:30.
Okay.
And at 7:30, the movie will be playing inside the Cinema Capitol. And if there is rain, which we really hope there won't be, there's a large covered area between the two buildings that all John has to do is pivot 90 degrees, and now he's playing down the covered area. So.
Really? I thought John Liebing was now going by the name Johnny L.
Johnny
no, he's
L.
not doing that.
No.
He's got 3 or 4 names.
Well, you can call him call him Fawn
The
Fawn
Liebster.
Liebing.
Okay.
He was a Fawn Liebing is a name that
Liebing.
goes way back.
All right, good stuff. And that is...
No, we got Saturday, the drive-in. Sunday, the Woodstock 99 and
Okay.
a wonderful party with John. And
Really
on
cool.
Tuesday, this trivia along with the improv.
I'm surprised you haven't taken your cameras over to Vernon right now with Michael Lang over there talking to people.
I wish I could, but you know what? One of the things that I think is interesting about like the documentary that I've done and some of the things, it's footage you can't get out other places.
Yeah, this will
I
be
can
all
easily
over
get
the
a
news.
feed. I mean, there's going to
You're
be
right.
feeds everywhere, and
Good
I
point.
can get that. But the stuff that I have, a lot of them are
Hard hitting stuff.
All right.
Well, it's not hard hitting. It's just that you had to be there. Well, when Griffin was on the phone, that wasn't staged. I was running his microphone, and he starts talking. Let me just tell you this: the concert is on. Oh, jeez, I just start filming.
Yeah.
I got it. Make an announcement.
And you remember all the controversy that occurred back then.
Yeah.
You had sent me some stuff.
Yeah. Your
the-
buddy
the
Phil Stern.
Phil Stern stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It was the controversy over whether or not the show was going to go on occurred back then too.
Yeah.
So this
right.
is nothing new.
We're going to cancel it tomorrow if you don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to.
All right, good stuff, Rick. Thank you, man.
Okay.
Always coming prepared.
Yeah, try to be.
Yeah, good stuff.